Hey guys, what's up? It's Winnie and today I have another first impression review for you guys. Maybelline has come out with a ton of new makeup products and I stopped into Walgreens last night. So I picked up 4 of their newest products and I'm going to be trying out all 4 today, but the focus is going to be on the new Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. I was super curious about this. It says it's a gel whipped foundation and I'm just reading what it claims. It says fresh, new and flawless Dream Velvet whips a fresh gel into a velvet soft texture. Complexion is perfected and smooth with a soft matte finish, just like velvet. Skin feels fresh with long-lasting hydration. So it sounds like it's supposed to be a semi-matte hydrating foundation, which it would be great for like dry combo skin. You get 1 fluid ounce of this. It's in a little squeezy tube, which I like, and I got it in the color Natural Beige, which is number 75. I'll put my foundation matches down below for you guys if you need a reference. But there was a really good selection for the colors, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply this to my face. Again, I do not have any face makeup on besides moisturizer. I do have like my eyes and my brows done as usual, but as you can see I still have some dark circles showing and a little bit of redness. My skin has been super irritated lately, so if I like touch it anywhere, it just turns a little bit red. I don't really know why. I think it's kind of weather related, but I'm going to zoom you guys in and then I'm going to apply the foundation. But before I do that, I also picked up the Dream Blender. I think it's supposed to go with the foundation. It was placed next to each other, but this is a little like blending sponge with a handle. There's a little pointed sponge at the end of this little handle, which is nice and long so you can grab onto it. And it does tell you to wet and towel dry the sponge before you use it with the foundation. From the feel of it, it does not feel like the Beauty Blender. It's a little bit more stiff and a little bit more like rubbery feeling. If you've ever used the Real Techniques sponge, it kind of feels that way and it's a little bit more stiff. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet this and see how it applies the foundation. And here's what it looks like after. I feel like it's about the same size. It really didn't absorb much water and it's still pretty stiff. It's just a little bit too hard and rubbery for me. So here's my skin close up so you can see what's going on here. There's a little bit of redness under my eyes because I've been itching my eyes really bad, and then some redness all around my face and just like blemishes here and there. But I'm going to apply the foundation with the sponge to see how well it covers. And the foundation looks a little bit thicker, so you can see it's like a thicker cream consistency, but when I swatched it out it was like really nice and lightweight and silky feeling. So I'm just gonna use this much for right now, maybe a little bit more. I'm just gonna dot it on. Actually, this might be a little bit too much. I think this is enough for both sides because it is a little bit of a thicker cream consistency. I don't think I'll need as much. So I'm gonna take this little sponge and I'm just gonna dab it. Yeah, this sponge is way too stiff and hard to blend this foundation out well. I honestly think using your fingers is better than using this sponge. It is nice that it's pointed and you can get into like the little crevices like around your nose and right around your eyes here. But I don't know if it's actually blending the foundation or just like smearing it around. I feel like the foundation is just getting absorbed into the sponge and not really blending out. So far the color looks perfect and the coverage seems a little light. I don't know if it's because of this sponge applicator thing I'm using. Alright, so that is the first layer of the foundation applied with the sponge, and it has covered up some of that redness. You can compare on the other side. There's like little broken vessels here and redness under my eyes. It's kind of still showing through on the other side, and I think I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender to apply because I don't really like how the sponge is working. So I'm just dotting on a little bit more of that foundation on the same side. And I can tell with my Beauty Blender right away, this blends it out so much more easily. And this foundation is definitely buildable because this is just the second light layer and I can tell the coverage is like way better. So here's what it looks like with 2 thin layers on this side of my face. The redness under my eyes and on my cheeks here are definitely covered up compared to my bare skin. You can see the dark under eye circles and the little blemishes still. So I really like the coverage of this. I feel like it feels really lightweight and it's actually very easy to blend out with a beauty blender. It doesn't really feel like I have foundation on, even though this is a thicker cream foundation. It feels super lightweight and comfortable on my skin. I'm just using about the same amount on the other side of my face here just to finish up the foundation application. This is still the first layer of the foundation and it just looks way better blended out with the beauty blender. I think the other sponge definitely took some of the foundation off of my face. So I would say 1 layer is pretty adequate coverage because you can see it's covered up that redness under my eyes and those blemishes already. So I feel like 1 layer is not too bad and 2 layers is definitely a medium coverage. So I can see this foundation being really easy to build up to a full coverage. Okay, so that is 2 thin layers of the foundation on my face and I'm really impressed with the coverage. And it's definitely a soft matte finish. You can tell it's not completely matte. You can still see a little bit of shine coming through, which is my skin, so it's not too flat looking, which I do like. Now I'm just gonna let this set for a little bit and then I'm going to finish up my makeup and I'll be right back. So I just finished up the rest of my makeup. I just added some contour, a little bit of blush, and highlight on top of my cheeks, on the bridge of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. That's what you guys are seeing kind of like glowing. But this is a semi-matte hydrating foundation, and on my forehead right now you can tell it's pretty matte. So we'll see throughout the day if my oils kind of like seep through and whatnot. I did also add some concealer under my eyes and I set that because I don't want it to crease, but I didn't set the rest of my face. And as of right now, I really like how the foundation looks. It actually looks very skin-like. It's not too matte and it's not emphasizing the dryness on my face. So I love that and it feels really nice on my skin. It's lightweight even though it's a little bit thicker. And I also like how my makeup looks over this foundation. So right now I'm loving it. And I also wanted to mention their new Master Precise Skinny Automatic Pencil. And this is a twist up gel eyeliner pencil. I got it in the color Defining Black. And I did use it on my eyes today. And I really wanted to like this pencil because it's nice and skinny. And I've been looking for a really good gel eyeliner pencil. And this one, I tried using it 3 times and each time the tip of it broke off. So it's definitely not as smooth as it should be for being a gel pencil. So I'm kind of disappointed in that. And my eyes do water a lot, and since I've applied it, it's kind of like rubbed off a little, so it's not very long wearing. And the other thing I wanted to try out for you guys is their new Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick, and I got it in the shade number 5, which is Nude Thrill. It looks like a pretty like warm nude, and it comes in like a little doe foot applicator like this. And I don't have anything on my lips yet, so I'm just going to apply this. It's a very moussey liquid kind of consistency, but the color is very pigmented. I can't really talk and apply this. It's definitely more of a like cream. I like how long the doe foot is on this, but it's very stiff. Like I feel like it's just like very stiff, and there is a little bit of a scent to this. It's kind of florally. I don't like that at all, but I don't like the scent of this. I'd rather have a company just come out with completely unscented lip products because I'd prefer that. But you can definitely like taste it and smell it, so not my favorite. But the liquid lipstick itself is very pigmented. It's a creamy mousse consistency, so it's not too liquid and not too dry feeling. It's very creamy feeling on the lips, so if you like matte liquid lipsticks and you don't like that dry look and feel of some, I think this one is a good one. And the color is really nice and strong as well. There were like, I think, I want to say 8 different shades, but I just went with a nude. So right now it's 2 o'clock. I'm actually going to go and film another video. You guys are going to be seeing this look again in my other video, but I will check back in a couple hours to let you guys know how the foundation is wearing. Hey guys, so now it's about 8 p.m. and I was going to check in sooner, but I was filming another video and I realized I had an ant situation. there were ants all over me and we had to like spray raid all over. So anyway, that's why I changed. I had to take a shower because I felt like they were like still on me. So that was kind of crazy, but I wanted to check in to show you guys the foundation. And I'm sure you can tell it's nighttime now, and I just have my one ring light out, so it's a little bit darker, but I wanted to just show you guys the foundation. And looking at it up close, I honestly don't think it looks that much different. I am a little bit shiny and oily in the middle of my forehead right here. That's where I normally get oily with most foundations. But everywhere else, I think it looks really good. So let me just zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm seeing. So right around here is where it looks a little bit shiny, just like right in the middle. But I didn't set this foundation beforehand, so that's honestly not too bad. But the makeup on top still looks really nice, and I just feel like it's wearing really well, and it still feels really nice on my skin. It's not like tacky or anything. It's super lightweight for the amount of coverage it's given me. And I've also been wearing this Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick all day long, and I really like the color of it. It's not super long lasting because it is a little bit of a creamy, like moussey consistency, but I have touched up and I just applied another layer on. The color stays on pretty well. I just feel like it kind of breaks apart throughout the day, but honestly it feels super comfortable on the lips. It doesn't dry or set at all. So I will check back in another few hours and we'll see how the foundation looks at the end of the night. So now it's about 10:30 p.m. and I'm about to call it a night, and I'm going to get ready for bed soon. So I wanted to give you guys my final thoughts on the foundation and how it's worn so far. So I first applied it at 2 p.m. So it's been about a total of 8 hours of wear. I think at the 6-hour mark I was looking still pretty good, but right now I think my forehead is looking a little too shiny. I think if I would have set this foundation with a powder or something, or even if I touched up with it in the middle of the day, it wouldn't look as shiny. But overall, I don't think it looks bad at all. I think it's really lasted a good amount of time. I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see close up. So up close you can really see how shiny and oily my forehead looks. You can also see a little bit of creasing right here. But overall, I think the foundation, like I said, looks pretty good, especially for 8 hours of wear and no touch-ups. So I'm pretty impressed with this foundation. You don't really see a lot of separation or like splotchiness on my face with the makeup on top of the foundation, so I love that. I didn't notice this before, but I feel like you can really hear the foundation inside, so you might want to shake it up a little bit. And if I didn't mention before, this foundation was $10.99 from Walgreens. They do have a pretty good color selection. Natural beige was a perfect match for me, so I'm happy about that. And I really like the soft matte look of this foundation, and with it being hydrating, I'm not sure if it really is. I feel like it didn't emphasize any dryness on my face, which is good. So overall, I love the foundation. Make sure you go and check that out. I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick first impression review for the product, and let me know in the comments down below if there are any other new products you want me to try out. Otherwise, don't forget to check out my links for my Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram, which are linked down below for you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!